Imagine if Michael Jordan was scared of missing. He would have never taken a shot. Imagine if Steve Jobs was afraid of people not liking his product. There would be no iPhone. So ask yourself this. Do you want to be a person who fears failure, or do you want to be a person who loves success? Which one?
Most people don't reach their dream, not because of failure. Most people don't live their dream because they give up. You see, it's not the failure that stops us, but that most stop at their first failure. Those who succeed don't stop at one failure. They don't stop at 10 failures. They don't stop at 100, 1,000, or a million. They say, this is my goal, and I will do whatever it takes to achieve it. I will learn the lessons from any failures. I will learn faster. I will work harder. I will work smarter. And I will not quit until my dream is a reality. That's the difference between success and failure.
Failure is a massive part of being able to be successful. You have to get comfortable with failure. You have to actually seek failure. Failure is where all of the lessons are. You know, when you go to the gym and you work out, you're actually seeking failure. You want to take your muscles to the point where you get to failure, because that's where the adaptation is. That's where growth is. Successful people fail a lot. They fail a whole lot more than they succeed. They extract the lessons from the failure, and they use that the energy, and they use the wisdom to come around to the next phase of success. You gotta take a shot. You have to live at the edge of your capabilities. You gotta live where you're almost certain you're gonna fail. The reason for practice. Practice is controlled failure. You're getting to your limit, getting to your limit, getting to your limit. You can't lift that, you can't do that, until you get to the point that all of a sudden your body makes the adjustment, and then you can do it. Failure actually helps you to recognize the areas where you need to evolve. So fail early, fail often, fail forward.
Counter failure. You got to remember, every great thing on this planet is here because the Creator learned what did work, but learned more from what did not work. When we are kids, we don't stop at failure. When we first learn to ride a bike, it's failure after failure. We get knocked down time after time, but we get up and push forward until we achieve our goal of riding the bike. But then we get older, and most of us get weak. We are too soft to get back on the bike. We come up with excuses. It must not be for me. No, you just soft. No, you just lazy. Tell yourself the truth. Get back on the bike. Learn why you failed, and make sure you don't fall again. Make sure you are stronger for having the lesson.
You know, it's always a little bit frustrating to me when people have a negative relationship with failure. Fail early, fail often, fail forward.
You're here right now at this moment, because tomorrow you want to be somebody greater than the person you are today. You see yourself succeeding, you have a vision, you have a dream. Congratulations. You're already 10 steps ahead of 95% of the world. So the next time someone tells you, you're gonna fail, you know what you tell them? Tell them they're right. But you're not afraid to fail. You're not afraid to take action. You're not afraid to jump. You're gonna fail 10 times, but you know what? It's cool. Because on the 11th time, you'll succeed. Oh, you'll succeed, all right. And it'll feel good. And while you're over here living the life of your dreams and complete happiness, guess where they're gonna be? That's right. They'll be failures, the real failures, over there where it's safe, scared to fail. Ironic, isn't it? Being scared to fail won't do anything. In fact, when you love success and you start going for it, guess what happens? You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail 10 times, 100 times, maybe even 1,000 times. But that's okay. Failure isn't permanent. Falling isn't permanent. You get right back up and keep going. And this time, you're gonna be stronger, wiser, and you'll be more driven than ever. And for every 10 failures, you'll land 1 success. You have to love success so much that you're willing to fail 10 times before you can succeed once. That's how a winner does it.
Steve Jobs said in a speech one time that he used to wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and ask himself questions like this. And he said that if the answer was yes for too many days in a row, then he knew that he had to change something. And that should go for all of us. If you're living a life that you would not be okay with losing because you weren't able to do things you wanted to do.
One of the things you gotta understand, my friend, is that you're supposed to fail. You're supposed to fail because failure is the stepping stone to success. You need the logical reason why. Because failure is an experience that lends to wisdom that ultimately makes you a stronger version of yourself.
We are just so interested in blaming everybody else and excuses because we don't want to take on responsibility.
So whenever something hurts you, there are 2 options. You can either become wounded or you can become wise. This is the choice.
And Einstein said those who've never failed have never tried.
The reason most people don't take action is simple. It's fear. Fear of failure, fear of success.
Perfection equals paralysis.
In my experience, things hardly ever go perfectly, even if you want them to. If the stuff goes wrong, that's just life.
When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
And once you learn by falling on your face, that's how you learn. You learn by trying to create a light bulb over and over and over again.
If at first you fail, then try again.
When a child's learning how to walk and falls down 50 times, it never stops and thinks to itself, this isn't for me.
We all fail. It's okay. What is not okay is that when you fail, you stay down.
It only took one mistake to turn your whole life inside out. It only takes one good test to see what you were doing wrong.
Because failure is just testing. It's bloody hard to be a high-performance person.
Problems are always an indicator that you're making progress.
Some of you in here are comfortable, and you think just because you're comfortable, you're being successful.
I don't ever feel like I lose because I won't give up. Even if I lose, I'll do it again.
The leverage is in being accountable of everything. The leverage is exposing your weaknesses.
We either win or we learn. You never look at that as a failure or a loss. You look at it as an opportunity to learn.
There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. And so what can I learn from this? Now you're leveraging this problem to grow.
Don't throw the towel in so quickly. Many people give up on the 1-yard line.
Whether you're 9, 12, 16, 21, 22, 24, if you fail, it doesn't matter. The failures were irrelevant.
There's not one of you that weren't destined to become successful. You have dreams and you have goals, and I promise you, nobody can stop you.